I was looking at some manga to read and I came across this one, Seraph at the End. Now I've actually seen the anime which aired back in 2015, over 11 years ago. But as far as I know, this was probably never getting another season. Especially when you see that the manga is still currently going. The manga started back in 2012, by the way. I know some manga take a lot to get done. I'm just saying it's crazy to think about. Speaking of which, let me tell you about the story. You see, everything was normal until an unknown virus spread across the world. This virus took out the majority of humanity with the sole exception of 13-year-old children or younger. The children would then go on to get enslaved by vampires. We then meet our main character, Yurichiro, or Yu for short, which I'm going to be calling him. And we see him talking to another character, Mikula, or Mika for short, which I'm also going to be calling this character. Now, the story shows that Yu has a deep hatred for vampires, and it makes sense. They enslaved them after all. Mika, on the other hand, sees things from a different perspective, because even though they're enslaved, he's still alive with his family. So Mika tries to make the most out of it, even offering his blood to a creepy vampire noble. Yurichi doesn't like his attitude towards the situation though, but what can you do? Normal humans can't beat vampires. Now, after Mika gets back, he has a heart-to-heart with Yu. Not only that, but Mika shows Yu that while he was giving blood to the vampire noble Fury, he actually took the chance while Fury wasn't looking and snatched a pistol and a map. He stole them so that him, Yurichi, and the rest of the children that is a part of the family can escape. With such a plan, nothing can go wrong, right?
Oh, hello, little lambs. I was beginning to wonder if you'd show up.
Yeah, Fury knew Mika took the map, so he just waited for him at the gate. What happens next is what you expect. He begins slaughtering the kids one by one, leaving Yu and Mika left. Mika dashes straight for Fury with the gun but fails. That's when Yu catches the gun and drops Fury. Now, Mika isn't fully dead yet, but he is bleeding out, so Yu wants to take him with him. Unfortunately though, there are other vampires on the way, so Mika tells Yu to get going and just leave him behind. When he finally gets outside, he's found by a military officer who hunts vampires and learns that the mysterious illness was something that the vampires did in order to abduct kids. Knowing that, Yu joins the vampire hunting military, and then we get a time skip to 4 years later. Now, that's basically how the story starts, and a strong start it is, showing the show can have a serious theme and that the vampire nobles are a serious threat. Now, I know you may be wondering how he's a serious threat if he got taken out by a gun. Yeah, he's still alive. Something you'll learn about Fury is that he enjoyed giving people false hope. Now, I personally feel like it's a good watch and I rate it 8.5 out of 10, so give it a watch, at least for the likable characters that show up later on. But besides that, that's basically it.